the tricky part of it. I mean, getting started, getting comfortable in the equipment that you have. Do you know by chance what he's starting with equipment wise?
I think a Logitech,
Mm-hmm.
the G920, G29,
Yeah.
whatever.
What did you guys start? So if we're looking at the early days, what did you guys start with? Because I started sim racing with that kind of desk clamp, computer chair, Momo back in early 2000s. That's way old.
I mean, if you want to get technical, it was in 1997. I got a Mad Catz bungee center
Yeah.
thing with the
Yeah.
little fin that fits underneath your thighs, so you can just set it on your lap
Yep.
and go for it.
Yeah, I think I had something like that for PlayStation too. I think.
Yeah. Started
Back in
Gran
the day.
Turismo.
When was that?
Oh, yeah.
When was that,
Yeah.
Patrick? When was that?
Oh shit! That had to be. I think that was like Gran Turismo 1 or 2.
So
I
what
wanna
year?
Say, oh,
One came out in '97.
I want to say it was like 98, 99, I would believe.
So so Bradley and I, the longtime listeners, obviously, I'm not going to go too far into it, but anybody that's lately joining us, is we did the NASCAR 2003 season. That was where it started for us. One of our dad's friends at his blue collar factory job turned him on to that. Gave us a disc of a lot of things like mods to download, and we kind of we were Windows XP, like we were early on in that internet personal computer era. Like you're talking DSL, something besides dial-up internet was brand new to us, and our we came from modest means, so we were able through our parents to talk them into getting us as high schoolers a Logitech steering wheel that was at the time the feedback, the resistance in the wheel was based on two springs on either side. So there was no force feedback. We did not start with force feedback. It was just the only resistance were two springs. Basically, as you turn left and right, you have springs that are pulling, and it's giving you the feel of resistance, but it does not change. So we upgraded to the Momo, which was a semi-gear based, resistance wheel, and that I think a lot of people who are of our age know about the Momo. That was a little more realistic. You're getting more into it there. The G20.
I never had that.
Yeah. I mean, basically, if you had the G29, you had that. The Logitech G29 right now is what that was. It's really not that different. But at the time, we were living high on the hog. We had two PCs plugged into the same internet in two different rooms, Bradley and I. So we were able to do two league races as high schoolers. Myself with the Momo and Bradley with a flight simulator joystick, and I've talked about that before. Bradley legitimately raced with it.
Oh my god!
He legitimately raced with a flight simulator joystick using the dampening up and down thing as his throttle.
Wait, was it the Logitech? The black one with the silver base.
Yes,
and it has little tabs.
Yes,
that
was it. That was it. The tab was the throttle. The button that would be, I don't know, if you were flying a jet fighter, the button that would be your trigger button was the brake. And so in other words, he could modulate the throttle, but the brake was just zeroed.
On or
yeah,
off.
exactly.
Yeah, no in between.
But his claim to fame, we said it maybe a year ago on the show. We've told this story before, but I mean, again, his claim to fame is he won one race in the league with that joystick. I mean, that's impressive. It's not a keyboard, but
a super speedway race, right? It had to have been.
No,
a super
it was Darlington in the Cup car.
What?
Yeah.
Darlington.
I know.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. If you practice anything for a certain amount of time, you're going to figure out how to do well with it.
This is Into the Apex Motorsport Podcast Network.